this is everything I cooked on this particular day. So if you have a rough time deciding on what you would want to cook throughout the day and choices to make when it comes to your meal, I got you. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jerusha Mombo. I do everything homemaking, meal prep. So if you're looking for recipes and adventure in recipes, you are in the right place. For breakfast, I went for green bananas, boiled eggs, and some fermented porridge. I love fermented porridge. It's good to me. The digestion is faster compared to non-fermented porridge. If you also want to know how I made that flour, refer to the previous video. I have a recipe there on how I made my flour. So I've added some ghee. I'm going to also add spring onions. I love spring onions everywhere, especially in green bananas also. I love that. Also the tomato paste, I made it. You can refer to the previous videos. I'm going to pin them on the comment section so that you can get this particular recipe of my tomato paste, how I make it, and lessen cooking time in my kitchen. So I'm going to throw in the paste and then add a little bit of salt and hot water and let that boil for 10 minutes until it's softened. I also threw in the eggs because I didn't want to just go and boil the eggs on the side and just waste my gas, yeah, and just lessen the time in the kitchen. So I cover them, let them cook for like 10 to around 12 minutes and they have softened. So the next thing we want to do is make porridge. Let me tell you, these days I experiment on so many things on how I would increase the nutritional value of my porridge, and I have really gotten away. So I garnished my bananas with just coriander. So for my porridge, I'm adding some little bit of jaggery, and also this is cinnamon. I mixed with water and sieved before adding my fermented paste to make the porridge. So everything, the flavors are balanced. I tried the cinnamon in porridge and oh my, it tastes so good. You don't need to add blue band into your porridge. Why are you spoiling the porridge? You don't need to add butter into the porridge. Just make it as it is. Don't add even milk, just water and that cinnamon. And I served, look at that breakfast, very balanced, and this was delicious. It's a weekend, so I'm definitely making lunch. Normally, I don't make lunch on a weekday, but on a weekend, I do make lunch because the kids are indoors. So I got Teabone and I'm gonna make some curry out of the Teabone. I love the flavor that comes with the Teabone. Some people get it hard to make curry out of Teabone because they say it's tough cut, but to me, it's not a tough cut. It depends on how you want to cook it. So to cook it, I'm going to slow cook it using charcoal and earthen pot just to release the flavors slowly by slowly. Add salt and water and that is it. So the ingredients that I want to use in making my curry, I've never shared this before. I just came up with these ones and trust me, they are very good. So no tomatoes, just onions, garlic, the roots of coriander, the roots of spring onions. Make sure you wash them. And also I have the white eggplant. If you know the other name, you can let me know. So I peeled the eggplant. I used 3 of them, cut into smaller pieces. I also used red pepper just for color, and then I sliced the eggplant, sprinkled some salt and ghee. Those are the things that I prefer using whenever I'm baking anything that is related to curry. So if you don't have ghee, you can actually just use normal oil. It is okay because that is what is available. So I'm gonna spread it on the tray and let it bake for 20 minutes. You don't need to burn it or char it so much as long as it bakes. If you don't have an oven, you can actually just stir fry those ingredients in just a normal pot and you're gonna achieve almost the same result. I have a different way of making okra to retain all the nutrients and reduce the cooking time. So I got very fresh okra from the market, washed them and diced them into smaller pieces, transferred them into my pot, added a little bit of salt and a pinch of baking soda to retain the greenness and reduce the cooking time. So, and then add in some little bit of also water, just kidogo too, and then let it steam for 3 minutes. I'm going to add ghee into my pot that I want to use to cook the meat. Add in some turmeric to infuse the oil, smoked paprika and also curry powder. Let that incorporate well with the oil and then add in the beef that has already cooked and it's very, very tender. So mix that well and also give that time to also the ingredients to incorporate with the meat, and then let it sit for like simmer for like 2 minutes and then add in the broth. Give it 2 minutes again. So the okra is done. As you can see, it took approximately 4 minutes because the water was hot. If it's cold water, you need to take a little bit of time. So after like 4 minutes, I'm going to add in the curry paste. You remember the ingredients we baked? Yeah, I blended them and this is what we have. That is the paste we have. Add into the meat, give it a good mix. At this point, I also added a little bit of MSG just to boost flavors. That's all. Don't overdo the MSG. A little bit, a pinch of it. I added the rest of the broth from the beef and then mixed well. Let it simmer now for like 6 to 7 minutes on low medium heat. After that, garnish with coriander, and then also after like 2 seconds or let's add in also spring onion leaves. The flavors from the spring onion leaves, as I always say, are just amazing when it comes to anything meaty. Yeah, and it's done. I served with brown ugali. Those who watched my previous video, you know I milled my ugali. So, and some avocado, and this is very nutritious for those who just want to eat healthy. You can try this. This was so good. For dinner, I went for something lighter because we took a very heavy meal during the day, and my options were butternut because I had it lying around in the house, and some carrots. So because I didn't want to engage in a lot of cooking, I wanted something steamed or something baked. So I washed the butternut, diced into smaller pieces, did the same with the carrot. I peeled the carrot. I didn't peel the butternut because I love it when it has the peels, but I peeled the carrot. So I'm also gonna dice it into smaller pieces, sprinkle some salt and also some ghee. You can use olive oil if you have olive oil. I used ghee because that is what I have in the house. So I let them bake until they got some crispiness on the skin and some charness. Yeah, that makes them delicious. So for the side sauce, this is what I made. I made peas curry. I added a little bit of salt and baking soda to retain the greenness and also balance the flavors and also reduce the cooking time. You can see the amount of water I've used, very, very little. So they have softened after 8 minutes, exactly 8 minutes. I had to time, so I have to mash them on the middle and then add coconut milk. I love coconut milk in plant-based meals. If you don't like coconut milk, you can actually substitute with water this process, and this was very delicious. You can doubt the flavors, but trust me, it's very delicious. It's a meal that you can choose when you just want to have a healthy lifestyle. And this is it, and see you on my next video.